What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Milo and I do travel and lifestyle vlogs. Today is our second day in Aruba and it's going to be awesome. In this video we're going to explore two of the most important districts here in Aruba. These city-like districts are incredibly beautiful. They have a lot of things to offer and these are places that you definitely do not want to miss. So stick around till the end of the video so you know which places I am talking about. But before we even go anywhere, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, activate the bell so you guys don't miss any of my videos. And if you enjoyed the vlog, hit the thumbs up. Okay, now we're ready. You ready? Let's go! The first district we're going to explore is San Nicolaas, which is located in the south of the island. The district was built around the old oil and natural gas refinery, which at one point in time was one of the biggest and most modern in the world. Thanks to the refinery, Aruba was wealthy enough to have some type of financial freedom from its quote-unquote dad, the Netherlands. So you have a better idea. At one point in history, Aruba's currency, the florin, had a higher value than the Dutch guilder, which was the currency of the Netherlands until 2002 when it was switched to its current currency, the euro. San Nicolaas district started having a hard time when the refinery was closed. Yet, through the arts, the place is slowly coming back to life. This is mainly thanks to the vision of a fellow traveler named Tito Bolivar. During one of his travels, he was inspired and created the Aruba Art Festival, which ended up transforming the district. The New York Times releases a list of the 52 places one must go to every year. This year, because of the pandemic, they did it a little bit different and released a 52 places we love. San Nicolaas was included in that list.
No sé qué tú ves en mí, mi amor. Ya no dejes de mirarme, que ya me gusta quién soy. Contigo me siento en control. Eres el balance en este mundo, poco humor. Se volvió ese chico que habló en mis canciones. Esas madrugadas y hermosas conversaciones. Se volvió ese chico que quería ver otra vez y me enamoré a volverlo a ver.
Guys, welcome to the first stop of the video, San Nicolaas district here in Aruba. And just so you guys know, this is the street art capital of the Caribbean, named by Forbes if I'm not mistaken. So you guys are about to see some incredible street art. But before we even go anywhere, I wanted to introduce to you guys the guy who's pretty much responsible for all this incredible art you guys are about to see. His name is Tito Bolivar. Tito, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure of mine.
To give our viewers a little bit more context on who you are and the importance of your work here in San Nicolaas, why don't you tell us a little bit about your story, how you ended up finding this passion for art?
Well, it all started in 2015. Before 2015, I was just a graphic designer. I studied hotel management, business management, and I went for vacation to Bogota, Colombia. And in Bogota, Colombia, it's the first time that I actually saw street art. And all those street arts in Bogota, Colombia made me want to see more, want to learn more, want to have more. So when I came back to Aruba, I became a little bit depressed because there was no art to see here. So I spoke to my mother and said, Mom, do we have any artists here on the island? And she said, yes, son. I'm like, where? I don't see any. So she brought me in contact with 50 local artists and I asked them what happened to art here. And they told me all the stories and everything that was going backwards. And I came up with the idea to bring art back to life. I started my first art fair, having no idea what art is all about, but having the passion, the drive We started with about 12 projects. We have a fashion show, we have art fair, youth art fair, tons of projects that's related to art. And of course, my passion for art ignited when I saw murals. So I had to bring murals to Aruba. Yes. So I contacted all street artists of the world, and I told them, guys, want to come to Aruba and help me rebuild San Nicolaas and convert the ghost town of San Nicolaas into the street art capital of the Caribbean, which we got crowned by Forbes in 2019.
Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Me diste alas para que vuele, pero motivos para quedarme. Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Tú me curas cuando más me duele. Sé que siempre has sabido amarme.
Who is she? Ella es San Nicolás. ¿Sí? ¿Por qué San Nicolás? Es que San Nicolás era un lugar, un sitio muy importante del pasado, ¿sí? Y con los años, cuando cerró la refinería, se comenzó a ir atrás y atrás. Y San Nicolás es muy conocido por el barrio de prostitutas. Yes, es the sex district of Aruba, red light district. Okay. ¿Ya? En 2016, ¿quién pintó este mural? La dama es San Nicolás. Y San Nicolás está diciendo no más. Yo no quiero ser juzgado más por el red light district. I don't want to be known for that anymore. I want to be known for my arts, for my culture, for my history, for everything I have to offer. Yes, but yet you only see me for my sex. Yes, that's why she's saying no more. But she knows that she's full of sin. Yes, that's why you will find all the people in the shoes. But that's okay, because we are all sinners at the end of the day. So you're at the one happy island of Aruba, but we also have happy problems, no?
Right.
And one of the happy problems that's not so happy is that a couple of years back, a couple of guys introduced boas to the island. Yes,
wow.
They wanted to show off with the ladies, you know, macho man and all that, and the boas became big, and they let them loose in society, and they started reproducing, and now we have a boa problem on the island, and they're killing all of our pichichis. Yes, this is one of our national birds, and she's slowly fading away.
Alright guys, so we're about to experience this mural. The glasses, we're gonna look through red first.
Red first.
We're gonna look through color red first. Wow, it is incredible. I mean, it's insane the effect that you get with the glasses, and obviously what Tito was just saying, the meaning behind it, especially after 2020 and the pandemic. It's nuts to think that the artist painted this. When was it? 2019?
Yes.
2019 he painted this, and he didn't really think it was gonna have so much relevance. Obviously 2020 came in, and I mean, it's just incredible. Okay guys, now we arrived at one of the most important murals, at least in my point of view, because the guy who's right behind us, he was actually discovered in the youth art fair here, which was set up by Tito, and it was actually painted by his mentor, and he's actually considered a prodigy of the street art here in Aruba. And what's the story behind it?
Well, the story behind it is that, as you can see there, Mr. Deo decided to paint Rashid and honor him for his talent. And as you can see, you will see two spray cans, right? One spray can is actually reflecting Mr. Deo's spray can, and the other one is reflecting Rashid's spray can. And they meet each other through love. And love is actually Instagram, because Instagram is the only social media platform you can just hearts. Yes, and through Instagram, Rashid gets a lot of tips and tricks from his mentor, Mr. Deo.
Honestly, I think it's incredible, and it makes me incredibly proud, because as some of you guys know, I was born in Bogota, Colombia, and knowing that in one way or another, the place where I was born had a little bit to do, or maybe a lot to do, with the development of this incredible district.
Yes.
It's awesome. So thank you so much, Tito.
No, thank you
that
for the inspiration that your country has to offer. I am happy to go to Colombia. I'm going to Colombia right now to get more inspiration. I think Colombia has a lot to offer. I always encourage people to visit Colombia. I know there's a lot of bad stigma for Colombia, but it's safe. It's nice. It's a beautiful place to visit. So when you finish visiting Aruba, you can always go back to Colombia and have some fun.
Out of all the murals and all the art here, is there one specific piece that you are totally in love with? Is there any favorites?
I love them all.
You love them all?
Yes, because they all tell a story and they're all part of my culture. You need to understand, I'm the curator of the murals. So all the artists that come here, I select them myself. And they all have a purpose for being here. And all those guys, amazing artists that come to Aruba, they're like family to me. So all their pieces are very important because all those little pieces completes the whole puzzle and makes us the street art capital of the Caribbean. So I have a lot of influence in what goes on the murals, and I am proud of all the pieces that we have here. So I don't have one specific favor. We have a collection of 52 murals here in San Nicolaas.
Now, as far as how you choose the artists to display their work here, how do you do that? Is it just local artists, international artists?
No, we have a majority of them are international artists, and it has a reason why. Our locals are now catching up, but you need to understand that street art is new here on Aruba. We started with it in 2016, and it started to pick up, and everybody wants to learn more about street art now. So all those international artists that come down, they give free workshops, so the locals can also learn, and also we're cultivating locals to paint as well.
What does San Nicolaas mean to you?
San Nicolaas became my backyard. Yes, it's my place that I can play with. It's my place that I create in, and it's the place that me and my organization is trying to build back up. San Nicolaas was a very, very important place back in the days, and then she went down, and nobody came to rescue her. So we feel that through art, we can bring her back to life, and slowly but surely, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Well, Tito, thank you so much. And guys, this is totally a must stop for all of you to just enjoy the art and appreciate more a little bit of the local San Nicolaas and local Aruba, to be honest with you, because it's beautiful out here. One last thing, do you want to invite them over to the art fair? When does it happen?
So right now, you know, the COVID stroke, so we don't have a fair right now. We're working really hard to get international fundings to do a mural festival and a fair in October or November. You can check us out at www.arubaartfair.com, and you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The art fair is for the artists. It's not like commercial art fairs that you have all over the world. So that makes it quite interesting and accessible to the artists, because they have to pay just $100 to participate, and all the earnings go back to them. And the art fair decided to leave something behind for San Nicolaas, because we use San Nicolaas every year as our place to organize the street art fair, and we decided to leave murals behind. So every year that we organize the Aruba Art Fair, we create a mural festival prior to the fair, and the mural festival finishes during the fair. So then when we're having the whole block closed and all the thousands of people coming to San Nicolaas, they can experience art in different ways.
Welcome to our second stop of the day, Orangestad. also known as the Orange City, and this is the capital of Aruba. Now, this isn't because the entire city is painted in orange, but remember that Aruba is part of the Dutch Antilles. The Dutch royalty is closely familiarized with the orange color. It's actually the color of the royal family. During the king's birthday, everyone wears orange to celebrate his birthday. If you think about it, when you see a Dutch uniform, it's usually orange, so you get the point. It only made sense to call Orangestad the Orange City. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys and talk to you guys about was the architecture here. It is pretty unique. If you pay attention, it's gonna be a little bit similar to what you'll find in Europe, in the Netherlands, but with the Caribbean colors, which makes it so unique to Aruba. Okay guys, we just made it to what is somewhat close to the port of Aruba. This is where all the ships and all the cruises arrive, and I wanted to share with you guys that about 2 million people visit Aruba every single year. From those 2 million people, 50%, meaning 1 million, come from the cruises industry. Obviously, right now, because of the pandemic, the cruise industry is completely shut down, and this has affected the island tremendously. A lot of businesses have gone out of business because of that. Okay guys, Aruba's population is a little bit over 100,000 people, and its first settlers were the Spaniards. So when the Spanish got here, they started looking for gold all over the island. Unfortunately, they didn't find any, and they nicknamed Aruba the useless island, and they left. A few years later, the Dutch arrived in Aruba, they found the gold, and they made it part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Currently, one of the major problems that Aruba is facing is the fact that all the young people are flying out of the country into the Netherlands to study abroad. Once they study, think about it, these are people that know at least 4 languages, they have a career, so they just never return home and they decide to live abroad. So in other words, there's an absence of young, new ideas here in the island. Now, nobody really knows the meaning of the word Aruba. However, it is believed that it means island of seashells. Okay guys, so I truly hope you enjoyed the tour of the 2 most important cities or districts here in Aruba, San Nicolaas and Orangestad. Let me know in the comments below which city you like best, San Nicolaas or Orangestad. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. And remember, you haven't seen my best or my worst video yet, so subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you guys get notified when all my videos come out. And with that, from Aruba, I'll see you guys in the next video.